Is Iman Gadzhi a scam? Well, when I'm trying to decipher if someone's trying to scam me or not, there's little nuanced things that I'm looking for. So that was something else about him that I was like, okay, interesting. Forget what they've done or what they said they did or how much money they made. Like, forget all that. What's their character? Does their character come across? Do I think he's a scam? If I had to bet on it, I came across his stuff, YouTube recommendation. Maybe because I was looking to start an agency, be online, so I could make money that way, so I can be a digital nomad, etc., etc. Now, when I came across his stuff, I'm a pessimistic optimist. So what do I mean by that? I definitely am somebody who sees the good in a lot of things. Like, I don't think the worst outcomes all the time. I'm aware of what some of those outcomes could be, but I don't just think everybody's a scam and all those types of stuff. A big thing for me when I'm determining things like that is really just somebody's energy, their demeanor. Forget everything that they say, okay? Forget whether they have a bunch of money and all that stuff, and if their camera setup looks good. Don't care about any of that. I care about the quality of what it is they're saying, and I care about their energy. He was an interesting one because right off the bat, I wouldn't say he necessarily has scammy energy. Like, his energy when he's talking doesn't seem like somebody who's trying to scam you, right? And a lot of people, it's really easy to kind of tell that. So as I kind of just started to consume his content, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I personally don't think that he's a scam, but I don't know him personally. So I can't I can't be gung ho one way or the other if I don't actually know somebody personally. But through a lot of his content, there's a lot of value there. And to be quite honest, my agency is more of a coaching agency than an ad running agency. But one thing that he said that has always stuck with me, pierces my brain all the time, was something along the lines of, from $0 to $10,000, the only thing that matters is outreach. It's the only thing that drives the business forward. So if anything else comes to mind during that period, you're trying to go 0 to 10K, it's simply an excuse. To me, that was something that was really powerful. Anytime somebody has little nuggets you can take and you can practically use them or implement the mindset, parts of that I have to say, okay, this person is probably not a scam. But again, you still don't know, because a lot of people, they know how to control their energy. They know how to control their demeanor. So it's a lot harder to tell if certain people are scams. But when I look at his content, when I see his content, when I see his demeanor, when I see him on other people's podcasts that are all in the entrepreneurial online space, whether that's their streamers or their entrepreneurs with like business models and not just streaming. Anytime I see him, number one, his demeanor seems pretty consistent. It seems fairly consistent. And again, when I'm trying to decipher if someone's trying to scam me or not, there's little nuanced things that I'm looking for. So far, I can't say I've been able to tell, but again, I'm sure he knows what he's doing if he is a scam. I just don't really get that vibe. I don't even vape. That's actually my girlfriend's. Again, as I consume his content, as I see different things, as I see him on other people's podcasts and giving his opinion, he seems pretty consistent. Something else that I like about him is he seems very open-minded. So not necessarily open-minded to listening to what somebody has to say who has not necessarily been a place he wants to be, but he questions things. And I could always appreciate humans that question things, whether that's questioning perspectives, questioning business models, questioning outcomes, questioning the world we live in. I always am more drawn to people who seek real truth. And you only get real truth through questioning. So that was something else about him that I was like, okay, interesting. Very interesting. And like I said, I believe anything is possible. I believe what you truly tell yourself and you believe, that's what's going to happen. Because if you truly tell yourself and you truly believe it, then you're going to do the work it takes, i.e. have the character to get the result. I haven't watched his complete come up from, I hear him reference a lot of times that he was been recording since he was 14 or just a teenager on YouTube, and I'm sure I can probably scroll back and go through all those videos. But I believe that he is where he says he is in life based on his demeanor. It doesn't affect me whether he is or he's not. Now, this is completely my opinion too. Like I said, I have no idea who he actually is, meaning have met him in person. The reason why I bring up the nuance things is because that's a very big indicator for me on if somebody's trying to scam you or is a scam or not. Again, I'm focusing on their energy, could care less what they're saying some of the time, right? Because your energy is speaking to me. And I haven't been able to pick up that he's a scam through his energy yet. So it leads me to believe that maybe he's not, probably he's not. Leads me to believe that he has bigger goals that he's trying to accomplish. And I understand that people with employee mindsets, not saying that I'm where I want to be, but I understand that there is a difference in mentality. There's a huge difference in mentality between somebody who gets and somebody who does not get. Because of that, I can understand why maybe he would give away all of his ad revenue for 2023. It's possible. If he's making enough money, why would it bother him? It's only going to grow his channel more and help more people if that's what his actual outcome is. Do I think he's a scam? If I had to bet on it, I would bet no. Can I say for certain? Of course not. I could not say for certain because I don't know him personally. That's the only way I would be able to say for certain someone is or is not a scam. If I've met them personally or had some level of an interaction where I can get to pick up on those nuances and the realness of somebody a lot better. But to me, from my vantage point, he doesn't seem like a scam. There's been lots of things he said that I've been able to kind of use or to solidify certain thoughts that I already have in my head, because I'm sure he could relate, really coming from, if he's coming from nothing to where he is. When you're coming from nothing or you're trying to break free from the 9 to 5 and from the rat race, it takes a different mindset. And a lot of people around you typically don't have the mindset that it takes, which is actually the reason I had to leave 5,000 kilometers away from that, because again, I just know anything's possible. Shout out to him, because I've learned from some things that he said. And like I said, one of the biggest things that he's ever said that I've really internalized, because a lot of things I already believe. I already believe that making money on the internet, service-based wise, is a great place to start. These are all things that I've been doing for a while. I'm not living in fantasy land. I've been doing them. Again, am I where I want to be? No, but the outcome already exists. That I know. So now it's just bringing it to the physical world and having the character to do such things. And based on the character I see from him, I would say he's not a scam. I would say he probably is who he says he is, but you also have to take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know him personally. If you're ever trying to pick up on if someone's a scam or not, the best advice I would try and give is pick up on their nuances. Take a look at their energy. Forget what they've done or what they said they did or how much money they made. Like, forget all that. What's their character? Does their character come across? That's something you should be looking for if we're trying to decipher if somebody's a scam. What's their character? And to this point, I can't say his character is in line with someone that I think is a scam. So I hope that helps somebody. I hope this finds its way to his team, and good vibes.